Good evening. I have a question for the gentleman there.
And what's your name?
My name is Valentina.
Valentina. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. My first question is, with all his vision and our state of economy now, how is he going to finance it? Because we are in a country that cannot afford beds for sick children. We cannot even afford 3 square meals. So how are we going to finance the dredging of the sea? 2, a president that does not value education. How is he going to advise the youth? Because this country right now, we have people that think MPs and ministers are supposed to be building toilets instead of developing the country. So with a president who does not value education.
Has he said that he doesn't value education? He's not said that here on the program, madam.
He clearly made it point out that he's a dropout and his focus is not education. So how is
this voice sounds familiar. Is that Afia Schwarzenegger? This voice sounds familiar. You said Valentina, and I want to connect.
Afia Schwarzenegger is called Valentina Nanejiwa.
So you are.
Ladies and gentlemen, Queen Afia Schwarzenegger. Queen Afia Schwarzenegger name says see adoye MPP ni full MPP full nyanya, but sometime ago no yendi senior no crack as na do you too short nti onti me mama the president, but yenim de ba ya automatically no was switch as see adoye full MPP party member yenyina nim say support your friend is vice president Dr. Bahoma say obeba be president na nyina nim Freedom Jacob Caesar. Yes, Freedom Jacob Caesar a friend Chedar na Kwame bedi akon a ono so say oba as an independent candidate oba be stand for presidency or no the new force na odi bem na o start kika nsem say odi epo ebeba kumase ni onsensem ni nyinem say Schwarzenegger sorry because definitely no or when people in there you not sit and watch for any third party person to come in and obeba be disturb the vice president Dr. Bahoma win. So Chedar interview. Yes, in the interview in Afia so Efresimo Star FM Anabola Arena interview. No, it's quite funny how Efresimo no Obamu ebe face Freedom Jacob Caesar Chedar na Kwame bedi akon a okache say you are saying say on education in there you don't really see the impact of education papa BSR. So as somebody who wants to be president, how are you going to advise the youth? How are you going to empower the youth with their education? Also, the own say you and poor books definitions and a so who as a president obey a thing and what to me empower the youth and also no share country na sani see assembly anywhere na then I'll be able to mean any country ni round that will say who be the president. But then I oppose the question you could see say this is a political like question I just say or the MPP no FAC Freedom Jacob Caesar papa but and go for break I said no if you sure how you came about and even how are you are referring to him as tell that man there no like oboni will be a name because fine he wants to come and stand as president and the president and so the presidency no and try to was a MPP for there and as a MPP for Japadiana obinzo kasa obabe pribia, then that means automatically no the person has become an enemy. No, it's not that way because on mine the nyina ye pedi obeba odi o mine ube kwa kusi intino if somebody is coming and say or the ideas by nyina nim say okasa de pobeba kumase no if you show a video more key no kasa Ghana dream or form how do we trust such a person, how do we listen to such a person say more can no nyansen nimuna sense. So for you even to go ahead say already so are you call in to pose such a question and the mannerism kranana or the cousin people are saying say no if you so do you in the one you but chat and so etonibo now or try say obey reply if you are sure but before no young corner go see how if you are sure a bus scene him or better to the questions in the Chedar.
Good evening. I have a question for the gentleman there.
And what's your name?
My name is Valentina.
Valentina. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. My first question is, with all his vision and our state of economy now, how is he going to finance it? Because we are in a country that cannot afford beds for sick children. We cannot even afford 3 square meals. So how are we going to finance the dredging of the sea? 2, a president that does not value education. How is he going to advise the youth? Because this country right now, we have people that think MPs and ministers are supposed to be building toilets instead of developing the country. So with the president who does not value education.
Has he said that he doesn't value education? He's not said that here on the program, madam.
He clearly made it point out that he's a dropout and his focus is not education. So how
this voice sounds familiar. Is that Afia Schwarzenegger? This voice sounds familiar. You said Valentina, and I want to connect.
Afia Schwarzenegger is called Valentina Nanejiwa.
So you are the one. Okay, so Valentina.
Why are you answering the question for the man?
I'm not answering. I'm asking it. Are you the same person?
Okay,
I want to know.
Answer.
Okay. Are you the same person?
The president that does not value education, how will he encourage the youth to go to school? Because our problem in Ghana now is illiteracy. The major problem we're facing in the country is illiteracy. That is our major problem.
Okay, he's here to answer your question. He's here to answer your question. Nana Kwame Bediako will answer you. So we've established that that's Afia Schwarzenegger, Valentina. Is that right? Hello? Okay, so go ahead.
So first of all, there's no such thing as I don't value education. I want people to understand that education is just not based on academic curriculum. Okay, education is how you can learn about things to advance your brains, to have more knowledge, and to understand a few answers. They call it wisdom. Okay, and then you have to apply it to your resources. Because if you want to have education, you can educate yourself for the next 70 years. It has no end. Okay, but you have to remember that there is the books part, and then there is the practical part. So you do the books part first, and then after you go into the practicality. But some people are thinking that education is just about chewing and pouring. So I am actually just advising Ghanaians that what's the point of learning about Christopher Columbus when you had the cocoa to learn about, when you had the gold to learn about? Why are you going to America to buy the gold and put it in your neck when it's right on your neck, on your land? Because you didn't study about mining when you were studying geography. So I don't have anything like that, like I'm against education. In fact, I support education, and the youth will tell you from the university, since we're doing the university challenge, even putting in $1 million, to support people who will come up with great
$1 million Ghana cedis.
Yes,
okay.
Yeah, for people who come up with great ideas, to be able to use that capital to fund that idea. So it's more like a shark tank that we're building, and we did this because we thought that maybe this can give a facelift to the government's existing idea, because everybody is educating themselves in Ghana so they can get a job. But I want them to understand that you can become a businessman before you even acquire your degree. I want them to understand that you can acquire leadership skills.
Yes, so that was Valentina voice now. What you if you're is only Ghana, but is currently monitoring a freedom checkups is a year pan, because I think say as a threat to maybe the MPP. Then say Alan Chairman, so was no kakra or didn't have kakra bra or didn't logo and a butterfly so bar bonting, or also didn't have kakra, so no the full so Obia, you stand against a Yobeka say, oh, Babechicha, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, name be and the Afia Schwarzenegger will not spare you, but in the some time ago now, or John Dramani Mahama, ex-president John Dramani Mahama fan, and was not supporting ye to be mangrove, but you didn't know what happened as you see at the tables, have 10 as you see at the all fighting for a year John Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. So this is what is happening. But many people also think that Chedar has the vision. He should join hands with Alan Chimantina. We should indeed have a third force, because the political space in Ghana now, it's only MPP and NDC. Say any MPP and NDC befa, any NDC MPP befa. It's just the two of them running their affairs, and ever since we complain MPP bar, we complain NDC bar, we complain. So why don't we really rally behind a third force or Mombe bar? They will actually say if they will be different, about many people are saying so we won't forget your mom so bad MPP and NDC dear no mumba, but many people are saying no, even says let's give them a chance to see if really they will bring a change in Ghana.